G'day everyone, welcome to Shakespeare's Macbeth, Act 1, Scene 2. Let's take a look at what's happening. So, we've got alarm. So that just means there's lots of trumpets and fighting sort of sounds. We've got King Duncan, who's the King of Scotland. Malcolm is his oldest son. Donalbain is his youngest son. Lennox is a nobleman who keeps popping up throughout the play. And we've got a bleeding captain. So this is the second scene in the play, and we don't see Macbeth yet, but we hear a lot about him, and we also get the context to the play, which is that the King of Norway has invaded Scotland, and a couple of Scottish lords or thanes have joined the invasion and rebelled against Duncan. So to fight against that, Macbeth has gone off to fight for Duncan and repel the invaders and put down the rebellion. So here is Duncan, and note that Duncan's not in the middle of the fighting. He's back a little bit. We can hear the sounds of fighting, but Duncan is not in the middle of the fighting, nor is Malcolm or Donalbain. So let's see what happens. What bloody man is that? He can report, as seemeth by his plight, of the revolt, the newest state. This is the sergeant, who, like a good and hardy soldier, fought gainst my captivity. Hail, brave friend, say to the king the knowledge of the broil, as thou didst leave it. So this sergeant, or captain, fought to protect Malcolm from getting captured. Alright, so now the captain gives a recount of the battle in which Macbeth has been fighting. So he says, doubtful it stood as two spent swimmers that cling together. So it's a nice image of two spent or exhausted or drowning swimmers. If you think about two people swimming and they can't swim very well, and maybe they clutch onto each other and they're flailing about and pulling each other down under the water. That's what the battle was like. So it could have gone either way. King Duncan's side could have won, or the rebels' side could have won. The merciless MacDonald, so he's the rebellious Thane, worthy to be a rebel for that by multiplying villainies. So he's saying he's a bad guy because he's a traitor. And now we're getting the Western Isles have also joined him. So the Western Isles are Ireland and the Hebrides. And fortune on down to show the rebels. So he's got some insults there. And for brave Macbeth, well, he deserves that name, disdaining fortune. So now we get a description of Macbeth. And Macbeth is the hero of the day, disdaining fortune, so disregarding injury to himself or forgetting, or laughing at luck, it says over here, with his brandished steel, so his sword, smoked with bloody execution, so he killed lots of people, like Valor's minion carved out his passage, so Valor's, or bravery's friend, carved out his passage, so he cut through a lot of people to get to the slave, that's MacDonald, which now took him, unseamed him from the nave to the chops. So Macbeth fought him, and then unseen he cut him or sliced him open from the nave, which is the belly button, to the chops, which is the mouth. So he's gutted MacDonald and then cut off his head and put them on the battlements. And Duncan responds to this really violent description. "O valiant cousin, worthy gentleman." And he's really proud of Macbeth. We also get to know that Macbeth is Duncan's cousin. So that's going to be interesting later in the play as well. And worthy gentleman. So there's a lot of praise for Macbeth here. He is the hero of the day. He's the one who turned the tide of battle. He's the one who fought his way to MacDonald and killed MacDonald, the traitor. All right. That's the quick breakdown of Act 1, Scene 2. For what we're doing in our English class, we don't need to go on beyond here. The key point is to take away that Macbeth is the hero of the story at this stage. He's one of the key generals, key warriors in Duncan, on Duncan's side. All right, that's it for now. Thanks, everyone.